Alright, so here's the scoring program I'll be using for the East Coast Heli Contest. Over to the far left, you can see that this is a beginner class spreadsheet. To the right of that, we've got our maneuver descriptions. To the right of that, we've got our round 1 and 2 raw scores here in the yellow, and to the right of that is the K factor. The raw score value is the score value that the judge is going to assign to each maneuver as you're flying them, and this will be between 0 and 10. As you can see, like I just mentioned, we've got a score for round 1 and round 2. Your total score is going to be the average of these two rounds. The K factor is basically the difficulty factor for each maneuver. A more difficult maneuver is going to have a higher K factor. The raw score ends up being multiplied by the K factor to give you your total score. So doing well on a high K factor maneuver is going to give you a significant increase in score, while doing well on a low K factor maneuver is only going to give you a minute increase in score. So having said that, you're better off to do poorly on a low K factor maneuver than a high K factor maneuver, because your overall score is going to be affected less. Your total score, which is over here, is then multiplied by a number, in this case 7.2, to give you a normalized score out of 1,000. And the reason we do that is so that we've got a larger, more accurate number to work with when it comes time to calculate first, second, third, fourth, so on and so forth position. It just makes the spread a little bit broader. So your final normalized score is going to be average between all three judges, which is going to set your place at the end of the contest. As you can see, is down here in the red. So I'll run through a quick example of exactly how the spreadsheet is going to work, and hopefully it'll give you an idea of exactly where your score is coming from. So over here in the raw score area, we can see that Judge 1 gave you perfect 10s for your first round. That would have given you, if we delete all the data for round 2, because you haven't flown it yet, you've got 500 out of a total 1,000, which is a perfect score. So during round 2, we'll say the judge gave you 5s for everything. You didn't fly so well, and your normalized score for that particular judge jumps up to 750, which is again out of a total 1,000. Say the other two judges disagreed and gave you perfect 10s for absolutely everything. So your average score, your total average score, is going to be the average of 750, 1,000, and 1,000. And down at the bottom here you can see that you've got a total score of 916.6. So hopefully that answers any questions that you guys may have had with regards to the scoring program for the contest.